Aloha, we're at the Alakoko Menehune Fishpond today. And today is volunteer cleanup day. And it's a beautiful day. This is like part of the historical wall right here that is covered. But once they get the wall back in shape, they'll take all this black tarp and make it all pretty again. Here's part of the fish pond.
So, you want me to hold the water bottle?
Get ready to get wet. I guess we're gonna get wet.
So you can see how deep is the water and actually the white one. We're gonna have to build this up again.
Aloha! We're at Alakoko today. Yeah. Sotheby's in the house.
To read the stories, usually they're depicted as like 3 foot, 4 foot people that possess this supernatural strength, right? The story goes though, if you're ever in Waimea and you're up in Waimea Valley, there's the Menehune ditch system. Some cool things about that ditch system though, if you look at the rocks, they're actually more like, what is that? I don't know, those Incas, Peru Mayans, you know, with the blocks that are so tight they can't put the blade of grass. So that's the only thing that I always question, because the work up there looks like that, yeah. But anyway, after they finished the construction of the Waimea ditch, they asked the Hawai'i of the area if they knew of anybody for labor, right? Like, still hungry, still want to work. So they were instructed to come to the Mo'u of Puna, which is this district, and to find the valley with the double arching rainbows. So every now and then, if you go to the lookout, if the weather is just right, you can see 2 rainbows that, you know, fill our valley. So anyway, they made their way over here. They met with the Hawai'i of the area, which were a brother and sister. Their names were Alakoko, so like our fish pond, and Kauaʻi, yeah. They were known as kupu, or like demigods, if you will, able to shapeshift. The brother was known to take the form of a shark, and the sister was known to take the form of a mo'o. I don't know, most places you go that involve fish ponds usually have like a mo'o guardian or a guardian, right? So the story goes on that they came to this ahupua'a, met with the Hawai'i, squared away what they wanted. The Hawai'i said we want to have 2 fish ponds, one for me, one for my sister, yeah? The rules were set in place, so basically they agreed upon what they wanted to be paid in, which was mai'a and opai. You guys know what is mai'a and opai? Banana and shrimp. I'm sure they had a couple other things, but it was the main thing they asked for. Along with that, a couple stipulations. The legends usually say that Menehune were able to complete these tasks in one night's time. So this 2,700 foot wall plus one out of fish pond in one night, right? So it's kind of like, wow. So one of the rules were you're not allowed to watch them work, right? And if you do, the legend says that if you get caught, they turn you into stone, right? And then they would abandon the project and leave it there. So the deal was struck. So as this pond was being constructed, they sat patiently in their hale. They could hear all the chatter and all the work, but they're like, okay, we'll cruise. As the sound traveled up the valley and they started work on the sister's fish pond, they couldn't contain their excitement, so they suggested to one another that they would sneak up on the ridge over here behind us, right? And sneak over and then peer over down into the valley to see what was going on. So they did just that, yeah? Got busted, right? Were turned into stone. So if you look upon the ridge, you should see 2 little rock formations on the top right over here. And that is said to be Alakoko and who broke the cup. Now are his forever guardians, if you want. But that is a part of the the story of how these ponds were made. And with that, they say that our spoons came anywhere, could have came from one of three places. The furthest being Makaweli, which is pretty much west side already, 23 miles or so that way. Two other spots, one was over this mountain Haupu, and that is basic Mahaulepu or Koloa outside Poipu, you know. And then if not, then on this other Makai side of this ridge in front of us. And so those are the rumored three spots. They said they hullied it, which is they formed a long line and passed the rocks down the line. I think that's amazing if they did do that. I think any construction of this magnitude is amazing, right? So that is just a brief story of how they say our fish pond was made, right? Any questions? So Alakoko, they usually reference in the story that after the brother and sister was busted, Menehune abandoned the project and washed their hands in the water. And they say that in the story that all the blood and all that washed in the water, giving the water a red tint, a la coco, right? Like a pathway of blood, a la being path, coco being blood. Hulē has done some research, and he also read that there was a type of limu that was a reddish tint. So they think that it could have been a play on the limu as well, right? As the limu is growing, you have an a la coco, right? It's like limu growth that is red, right? So he also, and just for you guys, also references Alma Kua, which are family deities or guardians, yeah. But people tend to forget that your coco, your blood, is also an Alma Kua. So carry the family with you at all times, yeah. Think about it. Anyway, that was the story. I'll be here all week.